If you haven't heard too much about Audi, well, that's because Audi haven't been in the news of late. But now Audi is going to change that. Come 2020, Audi is going to have a slew of launches and it is going to start with this, the Q8. This is Audi's premium SUV. It sits at the top of the range. It's going to be available with a 3-litre V6 turbo petrol engine with 48-volt mild hybrid system. No diesels. In fact, come April 1st, 2020, Audi India will not have any diesels. It will come later on in the range once the diesels are BS6 ready. So Q8 price approximately at 1.5 crore rupees, but you can personalize it. So Audi in fact want the customers to individualize their cars. So you can have it with 74 different exterior paints, 15 different interior trims, only one engine option but different wheel sizes, matrix LED headlamps, the works. It's going to be launched on the 15th of January, 1.5 crore rupees like I said. The Q8 is a handsome hunk of an SUV and is Audi's first coupe SUV with that dipping roofline at the rear. Up front, there's the big thrusting grille that's typical of Audi's but with a new trapezoidal frame surrounded by a titanium finish. Matrix LED headlights will be an option and you can choose wheel sizes from 19 to 21 inches on the standard S-Line exterior package. At the rear, you get a full-width light bar and the tailgate opens electrically to reveal a rather spacious boot. Audi have always done lovely cabins and the Q8 is no different. Gone are the MMI controllers and in its place come two screens. A 10.2-inch screen sitting atop a smaller 8.6-inch unit. Unlike other screens where you have to press whatever it is you want to press, here this delivers a satisfying haptic feedback along with a click to tell you that something has actually happened. The Q8 sits on the same wheelbase as the Q7 and even though it sports a coupe roofline, the rear quarters are rather spacious in both knee and headroom. There are no third row of seats. The front seats are wide, supportive and comfortable and whatever the suspension cannot soak up, the seats do that, making for a very comfortable drive.
So this is the Q8. It'll come to India only with a petrol engine. That's the V6 3-litre turbo petrol with 48-volt mild hybrid. It makes around 340 horsepower and it's plenty quick. You can't get it with a diesel, but this engine is quick enough. We're driving it on these little rutted tracks here and this car has got the 22-inch wheels and yet it does feel comfortable. If you're looking for an Urus, and an Urus is also frightfully expensive, the Q8, it is quick because this chassis is sorted. This is the Volkswagen Group chassis that underpins all their big SUVs and it is a pretty capable chassis. So even on these rutted tracks, a lot of sand out here, the Q8, it does move. Now the Q8 is going to sit at the top of Audi India's range. It will be priced around 1.5 crore rupees and that will be for the base version, and on top of that you can spec it and you can go up in price. It will be made to order for the most part. Obviously dealers will have stock cars, but Audi is encouraging their customers to actually spec it to their personal taste and they're going to position this as a range topper. So they're not going to bring in too many volumes, they'll bring in a small number and that is it. If you want it, you have to go grab it quickly, otherwise you will not have the Q8. And that is part of Audi's move to transition away from discounting and pushing volume to actually bringing back the draw, bringing customers back into their showrooms, bringing high-end cars, loaded cars, feature-rich cars and also desirable cars that people aspire to, and then that drives the rest of the range. Can the Q8 do it? If it is priced well, the Q8 can definitely do that.
I will admit that the Q8 cuts a striking shape, and if it can draw a second glance in Dubai, it will be the talk of the town in Delhi. And that, more than anything else, is what Audi India needs of the Q8 right now. Subscribe to the Evo India channel and hit the bell icon to keep pace with the thrill of driving.